But to your broader question here, which is about, God forbid, what would happen if Israel were annihilated, were wiped off the maps, something like that there. Look, in my mind, the children of Israel, the Jewish people, and the state of Israel are the west tip of the spear against all the hegemonic forces that we're fighting against. So we talked about the Red-Green Alliance there. That is wokeism, Marxism, and then on the other hand, Islamism. Another interesting way that I view the state of Israel as being the tip of the spear against the forces that want to destroy us is the notion of globalism or global neoliberalism there. So let me just unpack that briefly, because I think it's actually an important point there. We have this concerted effort from folks at the United Nations, the World Economic Forum, a lot of these liberal transnational institutions that are essentially just trying to homogenize the masses. And by homogenizing the masses, they're trying really ultimately to eradicate the nation state itself. They're trying to eradicate national borders, to pretend that there are no real differences between human beings. Therefore, open borders is the only logical and rational policy. They're essentially just trying to bring into the world the old John Lennon song, Imagine. Imagine a world with no borders, with no religion, peace, kumbaya, pass the peace pipe, whatever there. And the point that I make in the book is that the capital S state of Israel is actually the tip of the spear against not just Islamism and Marxism or wokeism, but actually also against globalism, because modern Israel is a profoundly nationalist endeavor. It has a conscription, a military draft. They police their borders defiantly. The Israeli flag flies ubiquitously throughout the country. There is a very nationalist endeavor. And there's a reason for that, which was that going back thousands of years, once again, to the Bible itself, the ancient Israelite kingdom, when King David unites the tribes in Jerusalem, that's actually, in my reading of the Bible, that's actually really the antecedent to the nation state there, because he took these tribes, unites them under the banner of a united nation, and the borders are actually defined. There's no ambition for the ancient Israelites to go invade Egypt or Syria or Turkey, whatever there, because the borders were defined by God himself. So if you believe in the humility of defined borders, the nation state, that the tribes that form a nation should be in the nation there, then you have to have some sort of deep attachment to the Israeli state, because it is really kind of the anchor of the nation state model itself there. So this to me is just one of many reasons why the United Nations, why these groups condemn Israel over and over and over again. A lot of it is also just outright Jew hatred, but I think a lot of it's actually coming from a perhaps even deeper place of recognizing the state of Israel's role in the global order as this defined nationalist endeavor that really kind of defines global liberalism at large there. So yes, if you care about defending off wokeism, Islamism, and or global neoliberalism, and I care about fending off all three personally there, then there is a lot of reason, I think, to support the state of Israel.